Good afternoon and welcome to the Millennium Stadium here at Post Office Road for the Betfred Challenge Cup third round tie between Featherstone Rovers and Halifax Panthers. Halifax Panthers coming here for the second time, it seems like not too short a distance, where they come looking to cause a cup upset. League form means nothing here, as all the pressure is on Fev and their unbeaten start to 2023. Go through the sides for you all. First of all, with Featherstone Rovers, they line up number 4 Craig Hall at full back, so often the scourge of Halifax in times gone by. The wingers, number 2 Luke Briscoe and number 5 Gareth Gale. Centres, number 21 Joey Leilua and number 18 Josh Hardcastle. Now Featherstone have a makeshift half-back line with Riley Dean, Fax lad, recalled by his parent club Warrington to avoid being cup-tied, and Jonathan Ford injured. So they line up at 25 Tom Adlacan and 14 Matty Wildy, so often a hooker. 17 X-Fax Gadwin Springer, number 9 Connor Jones and number 24 Matthew Cozza. 11 Brad Day, 13 Jack Bussey and 12 Elijah Taylor. On the bench for Rovers, number 15 John Davis, number 27 Mackenzie Yeh, 22 X-Fax Dan Fleming and number 16 Junior Moores, and they're of course coached by Sean Long. As Halifax, the Panthers take to the field in their home strip of blue and white, Featherstone will be playing in red, and the Panthers line up with James Woodburn-Hall at 1, Lachlan Walmsley in 2, Jake Mason in 22, Zach McComb in 3, and number 5 James Saltonstall. At half-back, number 6 Louis Jouffre and number 7 Joe Keys. Now the pack for the Panthers, number 15 Will Marr comes back into the side, Brandon Moore captain at 9 and Dan Murray at 10, Ben Kavanagh at 11, Matty G at 12, and looking at the scrum for the Panthers, number 13 making his 200th appearance for the club, Jacob Bobby Fairbank. On the bench for the Panthers, number 20 Tom Inman, number 8 Adam Tangata, number 16 Will Calcott and number 21 Aribi Doro. And Fax, of course, coached by Simon Griggs. As a home side come onto the field, unlike the league fixture, Halifax were playing uphill, where they got so much joy in that second half against Fev, and Featherstone had changed kit of red and blue. Maybe Liam Moore, who will be refereeing the game today and get the game underway in just a moment's time. I'm up here in quite a tight gantry because it's been streamed live on the Sportsman, so if I do get something wrong or can't see anything, then my apologies. As Liam Moore blows the whistle and Craig Hall gets the game underway, bounces once and James Woodburn-Hall collects, takes it straight into that Featherstone defence as the Carriage Chiefs finally stop playing. Simon Griggs will no doubt want a much better start this time against the league game, and 200 man Jacob Fairbank takes a tackle 25 metres out from their own line. More at dummy half, onto Will Marr, charges up, but he's met by strong defence by Leilua and Elijah Taylor, but makes some good yards. Will Marr just over the 30 metre line. Moore goes right to Fairbank, Fairbank short to Dan Murray, but he's taken well by Cozza. Here's Marr again, met by 2 Rovers defenders, but stands in the tackle. Can he get the ball down? No. Taken down just short of halfway. Last tackle signalled by Liam Moore. Here's Keys. Passes out to Woodburn-Hall, who kicks long and deep. No problem for Craig Hall. Takes it on the full. But it's a good chase from the Panthers. And Brandon Moore and Jacob Fairbank loves to have got the ball away, but already is a penalty conceded by the Panthers. And after encouraging first set and attack and a decent chase, already they're piggybacking Featherstone downfield, as Hayes Hall will kick the ball to touch, and Featherstone will have the ball 30 metres out from their own line. Here's Lacan onto his compatriot Springer, but well met by Brandon Moore and Dan Murray. They go blind to the Rovers. Onto Bussey. Bussey tries to poke his nose through, but well defended there by Keys and Mason, finished off by Murray. Just past halfway, Rovers. Here's Joey Leilua, the big man taken by the small man Brandon Moore. upstairs, Dan Murray downstairs, and Kavanagh helping out as well. Here's Cozza on to Wildy. Wildy goes short to Day. Day well met by 3 Panthers defenders and put on his back. That's good defence there from Halifax. Near centre field, 30 metres out. Here's Taylor on to Cozza. Cozza well met by Moore and Murray. Finished off by G. Last tackle here, Featherstone, who are just approaching Halifax to the 20 metre zone. He goes to Lacan. Out of the back to Hall. Hall dribbles it through, but well taken on the full by Woodburn Hall. And Halifax will start off their set 5 metres from their own line. Here's Lachlan Walmsley looking to make some yards for the Panthers and continue his consecutive try-scoring games here. Here's the other winger, Saltonstall, who had such a good game against Batley last Sunday. 15 metres out centre field, lots of messing around, and 6 again for Halifax early on in the game, and that's a great result there as Matty G looks to make yards for the Panthers. Here's McComb, runs into the teeth of that Featherstone defence. Struggling to make yards here at the moment, the Panthers, as Fairbank onto Keys. Keys short to Kavanagh. Kavanagh targets the little man, Lacan, in defence, but he's helped out by Leilua and Bussey. Keys onto Fairbank, centre field. Goes out the back to Jufrey. Jufrey takes it himself, but is taken by Brad Day and Wildy as Halifax break halfway. Here's Fairbank. Fairbank finds the 40 metre line. It's the last tackle for the Panthers. Brandon Moore onto Keys. Keys pulls it high and deep, looking for Walmsley to chase. Looks like Briscoe's going to take it with ease, but it's a decent chase from Halifax. And looks like the complete tackle without conceding a penalty. That's progress so far. Hall onto Gale, who was so dangerous in the league game here, and still makes loads of yards there for Featherstone. Wilder jumps in at dummy half and brings on the Featherstone runner. The home fans mourning at the offside after that 6 again was given by referee Liam Moore. We're already at the 40 metre line. Here's Elijah Taylor. Taylor, bags of NRL and Super League experience, makes a 20 metre line for Featherstone. Last tackle signalled by the referee. Here's Lacan. Little dink over the top, well taken by Walmsley, who does well. And Woodburn Hall just grabbing his hamstring. That's worrying signs there for Halifax. Here's Mason, looking to try and get Halifax out their own danger zone here. As Moore brings out dummy half onto Woodburn Hall, feeds it onto McComb. It's 2 lateral here at the moment from Halifax, and Featherstone just restricting Halifax to their own 10 metre zone here. Here's Jufrey trying to go wide to G. G met well there by Cozza. Calls for a knock on, not given. Here's Will Marrell, trundling up in the middle, but well met by Bussey, and Halifax have only made 10 yards on that set. As Moore goes to Jufrey. Jufrey goes to Kings, charges it down. Well, Halifax get the ball back here. It's an extra set of 6 there, and that's manna from heaven for Halifax. As Featherstone's defence ferocious, restricting them to only 10-15 metres in attack there. As Woodburn Hall breaks the 20 metre line. Here's Saltonstall, runs direct, but Meese Springer with a big hit. That won't face Salty. This is better from Halifax. Murray onto Keys, Keys onto Kavanagh. But Briscoe shot in well. Stopping the Scottish International's progress. Here's Will Mile, trundles up once more. That's better yards there from but already last tackle, and Halifax still struggling to get over halfway. Here's Keys, pulls up a spiral bomb. It's going everywhere, but Craig Hall does well to take. Hands on to Gale. But Halifax chase has been good. They might not have been made up in yardage, but the kicks have been alright. And the chase has been decent. But as I say that, Featherstone get the second penalty of the game, as that Halifax defence is too keen. And yet again, just piggybacking Featherstone upfield. And it just seems that so far Featherstone just got all the good ball and Will this pressure just tell? As Hardcastle decides to go himself from the tap. Goes past the 40, met by 3 Halifax defenders. The natives are getting restless. They've already got 2 penalties, they wanted more. As Cozza takes it up, met by 4 Halifax defenders who struggle to put him down. On the 30-metre line, Jones onto Lacan, onto Taylor, looks back, but little sneaky pass out front to Bussey. As Lacan jumps in dummy half onto Taylor. Taylor brings on Springer, runs at the little man Brandon Moore, but does well. Does the defence there. Featherstone are less than 10 out already. As Wildy goes himself, bumps off the Matty G, and Wildy's going in. And Wildy, has he got the ball down? He hasn't. That's great goal line defence from the Panthers. He looked for all world that Matty Wildy had gone over. But the Halifax defence held him up, and it's Woodburn Hall who came up with the heroics, it looks like. Last tackle here for Featherstone. Jones fires on to Lacan, who goes to that corner. And Josh Hardcastle plucks the ball from the air. And Featherstone open the try scorer here at the Millennium Stadium. It's taken just under 10 minutes, but the pressure's told. And Featherstone go 4-0 up. All the pressure in territory has been Featherstone so far, and it had to come. But after 9 minutes here at the Millennium Stadium at Post Office Road, it's Featherstone Rovers 4, Halifax 0. And work hard for Halifax to do, but there could be a coming comfort that Featherstone are going down this slope in this first half. But Cozza's took advantage of going back on that blind side and maybe just taking advantage of some not settled defence. It looks far too easy for Josh Hardcastle to take that ball and dot the ball down. And all eyes on Craig Hall now, who'll look to turn this 4 into 6 on his return to the side. He strikes it well, and it's over the post. And let's have 10 minutes here at Post Office Road. It's Featherstone 6, Halifax 0. In this Betfred Challenge Cup 3rd round game.
And successful conversion goes to Rovers, where number 1, sponsored by East Yorkshire Shutters, is Craig Hall.
It was due fray with the restart. Briscoe takes and hands it onto Cozza. But good strong Halifax defence there. Puts him down just over the 20-metre line. Here's Briscoe, he'll take it on himself this time. Well defended yet again from Fairbank and Moore. But Featherstone looks to be playing with the tails up already, and he's Taylor, who's making yards at will so far. Already past the 40. Here's Springer, gives it to Lacan, hands off to Bussey. Bussey runs it. Kavanagh manages to get the ball out. And here's Connor Jones, who's always dangerous in like this. He pushes off Woodburn Hall, but he goes down and he's knocked the ball on. As Brandon Moore throws the ball out. No advantage there, surely. And that is a let-off for the Panthers, as Connor Jones, always so dangerous from a broken field ahead of him. But Bussey managed to get the ball out when he seen the tackle was completed. And yet again, this Halifax pack's being dominated by this Rovers forward. But as it is, it's a scrum 20 metres from our own line here. Saltonstall takes it to the 25. On to Fairbank. Fairbank met by 3 Rovers defenders. Halifax still struggling to make yards. As Murray hands it on to Ma. The big man's wide out there, but even so, the edge defenders Featherstone put him down with fair ease. Moore fires out to Fairbank to Giuffre brings on G on the angle, trying to spot lazy marking, and Lua looked to be slightly higher there, but nothing given. As Halifax still can't break the 50 here. Here's Keys. Keys takes it himself, brings on Kavanagh, makes a half break, and gets past halfway. Brought down by Lacan. As Keys puts it up. It's spiralling everywhere. But Gareth Gale, well taken there. We'll run it back with interest. And already Featherstone starting to set off from the 30 metres. Well, hands on to the try scorer Hardcastle. It takes 4 Halifax men to put him down. And that's where this game's been won so far. The amount of men Halifax having to put on defence is going to tell as Gadwin Springer drops the ball. And that's a great result there for Halifax. As Featherstone trying to force the pass for some reason. So it'll be an Halifax scrum with great field position here to make their first real attack of the game. After a quarter of an hour here at Post Office Road. Halifax scored 2 tries from the scrum in the league game, and will we see something similar? There's lots of discussion here as players breaking left and right. Moore tries to spot the gap in the middle and he makes a half break. Does well. Can he get a quick play the ball? He does. Giuffre fires on to Murray. Murray runs into the teeth of that Rovers defence. But 2 Rovers defenders put him down. 25 metres out, great position here for Halifax, and they'll get a penalty as well in front of the post. Now what are the options here? Halifax get the first penalty of the game. Do they go for points in this cup game, or do they spend some time here with the ball? They'll go with the latter as Giuffre taps and Fairbank, ever willing runner, takes it up, does well, gets to 10 metres out here. Options left and right here for the Panthers as Moore goes right with Giuffre for short ball to Matty G, and Matty G goes over for the try. Quarter of an hour gone here, and Matty G with a great short ball. And the small but vocal travelling support roars its approval, and Matty G gets potentially equalising score for the Panthers from their first attack of the game. Great play there from Halifax. Makes just great reads there. So good at taking that short ball and breaking through. Scored a similar try at the Shea a few weeks ago against Widnes, sorry, my mistake. At Widnes. And Matty G scores his second try of the season. And can Keys equalise this conversion attempt? He can't. And Joe Keys, usually so reliable with the boot, doesn't manage to turn that 4 into 6, but facts are on the scoreboard and it's 6-4, game on in this cup tie. Going uphill, it's a great result. But what's the response going to be from Featherstone here? It'll be Craig Hall with the kick-off. It's spiralling. Giuffre lets the ball bounce. Takes it and runs it on to Ma. We'll run it quite laterally, but Taylor and Cosler get to grips with him. Here's Saltonstall. Looking to make yards again. The natives calling for a forward pass, but no chance of that. And it's a penalty with the ball, and that's an absolute cardinal sin from Saltonstall. I don't know what's gone on there. I think he's mouthed off at the referee. And that is an awful, awful result after points. You just can't concede penalties with the ball. And instead of building up a set to challenge Featherstone once more, it'll be Featherstone who'll look to challenge Halifax line, and Springer takes it to centre field, 10 metres out. Here's Wilde on to Lacan, short to Bussey, but great tackle there by Keys. Finished off by Kavanagh. Featherstone less than 5 out here. Lacan at dummy half. On to Taylor. Taylor thought about the pass but takes it himself. Brought down by 2 fast defenders in Marr and Murray. Jones finds it right to Lacan. Lacan dummies, tries to go himself. Does under the challenge. Has he got the ball down? No, just short. Great defence there from Murray, Marr and Woodburn Hall. Jones onto Hall. Hall short to Leilua. Leilua managed to get the ball out, but sure there's a knock on there from Featherstone. And he's given, that's a great defensive result there. As Featherstone looked to score the second try of the game for them, but Halifax, great defence there. Forcing the mistake from Joey Leilua. And it'll be a scrum 10 metres out from the line for Halifax. There'll be a lot more conservative play from this scrum. I've no doubts as Keys feeds. The ball's kept at the back. Here's Zach McComb looking to step out the challenge, pokes his nose through. Good yards there from McComb and good quick play the ball. And here's Saltonstall running into that Featherstone defence once more. I think he'll keep his mouth firmly shut this time. Here's G. Fires on to Keys, steps back inside, gets out well. But brought down by Taylor and Jones. Here's Woodburn Hall, brings on Kavanagh on the angle. But well wrapped up by the same 2 tacklers, Taylor and Jones. Moore jumps out of dummy half, onto Fairbank, Jufrey, onto G, onto McComb. McComb tries to step through. Great tackle there by Hardcastle. Last tackle here for Halifax into Featherstone's 40 as Jufrey just puts it high. They were calling for it on this near side, but they just, and Craig Hall managed to keep hold and managed to poke his nose through, but McComb does well to keep hold. As those Featherstone fans yet again calling for something on that far side, I'm not too sure what. And then test yet again into Halifax defence as Briscoe comes off his wing to help his forwards out. There'll be Fairbank, Murray and Marr who bring him down just over the 40 as Jones scores from dummy half, and that's a great result for the Panthers. Jones, normally so deadly from dummy half, comes up with a mistake, and Marr and Fairbank celebrate like it was a try because it's a great attacking opportunity for the Halifax now. Will we see one of these attacking moves from the scrum? It may well be because Saltonstall's feeding the scrum, and every single Halifax attacker is on this left hand side. Jufrey and Woodburn all lining up behind us. Jufrey makes the move. Here we go. Moore onto Keys. Keys onto Jufrey out the back to Woodburn all onto Wolsey. Wolsey breaks through. Wolsey's got the pace. Wolsey's away, and Wolsey's going to score. And Halifax take the lead just after 20 minutes here at the Millennium Stadium at Post Office Road. And yet again, Lachlan Walmsley scored in every single game this season for the Panthers. That's his 9th try of the season. And the Panthers take the lead here in this Betfred Challenge Cup 3rd round tie and game well and truly on. After 20 minutes here, and it's one of those scrum moves which did the damage in the league fixture here a few weeks back. And it's Halifax 8, Featherstone 6 with the kick to come. Can Joe Keys improve this try now? A better angle for a right-footed kicker. But the most important thing now is Halifax going up this hill, outscoring Featherstone 2 tries to 1. Here's Keys. Strikes it wide once more. And Joe Keys unusually off with the boot, but like I said, it matters not. Because just after the first quarter here at Post Office Road, it's Halifax 8, Featherstone 6, and what a cup tie we've had. Here come the cliches, it's a good old-fashioned cup tie here. As Craig Hall gets us underway again, goes high, no spiral at this time. As Woodburn Hall nonchalantly hands on to Maher, who's worked hard in his first stint. Featherstone slowing to play the ball down. Here's Fairbank onto Kavanagh. Kavanagh running at that little man like Arnons. That's a tip tackle surely from Briscoe. Nothing given by the referee. Here's what tries to score Walmsley looking to plug his ocean, and that's definitely a tip tackle there. And Briscoe's done it, 2 tackles on the trot. And finally Liam Moore gives the penalty. Giving penalties away for penalising players for talking back and not penalising for tip tackles. Sure, there's something wrong with that, but finally, after the second time in as many tackles, Liam Moore gives a penalty for a tip tackle. And Halifax start to set off 40 metres out as Brandon Moore runs across field. Onto Jufrey, onto Woodburn Hall. Here's McComb trying to spy a gap. Makes some good yards there. 35 metres out from the line. Jufrey onto Maher. We'll work you up the middle for the Panthers. And again the play slows down. Brandon Moore jumps out, dummy half, slides the gap there, and Brandon Moore is away. Brandon Moore, can he get over the line? He can! Great try for the Panthers. And Brandon Moore, the captain for Halifax. Oh, he's knocked on. Oh, if only there was a video ref here. Brandon Moore, for all the world, it should have been a try. But Halifax are opening Featherstone up at will here. And Brandon Moore surely got the ball down, but not according to the officials, and that's what matters here. And Halifax could have gone potentially 3 scores up there. But as it is, Featherstone had the scrum 10 metres out from the lone line here and have been let off the hook big time. They'll be like Cam to form the scrum. Hardcastle takes the ball up and just goes straight back in from once the ball came. Here's Springer trying to do some damage, but put down well by that Panthers defence. Halifax are well and truly on top at the moment here as Cozza looks to bring Featherstone back into this game. Here's Elijah Taylor, met well by Fairbank, Murray and Maher. 45 metres out as Jones hands on to Wildy. Wildy decides to kick fairly early, and it looks to be a decent kick there. Not a 40-20, but just an indication of how much Halifax have been dominant on this side. As Panthers look to make the first 2 changes of the game, Adam Tangata and Will Calcott looking to come onto the field. I would imagine it's Will Maher and Dan Murray coming off. But Halifax just need to get out of this danger zone now. No penalties, no knock-ons, no mistake. And it is Maher and Murray coming off the pitch to be replaced by Tangata and Calcott. Here's Fairbank, put down by 3 Rovers defenders as that far side yet again calling for a forward pass. Moore onto Jufrey. Here's G, steps back inside but put down by 3 Rovers men. Slowing that play the ball down. Here's Tangata straight onto the field and straight into the action. Finds the 30 metre line for Halifax, who once more are struggling to get out of their own yardage. Here's Fairbank onto Keys. Keys dummies and goes himself, keeping that Featherstone defence guessing. Last tackle here for the Panthers. He's on to Jufrey. Jufrey just goes long, but it's near enough as good as pass to Craig Hall. But it's a good chase from that blue and white wall of Halifax, who struggled to put Gale down, but he's stopped where he is as a so-called wrecking ball comes on for Featherstone, Mackenzie here. Let's see what he's got alongside Junior Moores. Scrappy play the ball. Leilua jumps out one-handed, but well put down by Kavanagh and Calcott as Fev passed halfway already. Here he is, this wrecking ball as Calcott gets in well, and Tangata. Look like Will Calcott's a wrecking ball there, put him, stop to him there. Jones face past the Lacan dummies to Bussy. That's to Leilua drops the ball. And Joey Leilua, he's not having the best of games for Featherstone here. Already come up with 2 handling errors. And it's Halifax who get the ball back and looking to counter-attack here. 35 metres out. Here's Saltonstall. Thought about the pass to Tangata, but thought better of it. Great yards after contact. Slow play the ball yet again. As Moore on Tangata, steps inside, finds his front, does well. Here's Keys. Keys out the back to Jufrey. Jufrey short to Kavanagh. Leilua shot out of the line and Kavanagh did well to hold on to that. Here's Fairbank on to Calcott. Goes past Cozza. Halifax 30 metres out there. Good set here for the Panthers. Quick play the ball. They're going livid on that right hand side. But Keys puts the ball left as Walmsley looks to chase. But Briscoe takes it well. Breaks out the tackle there. Going for an high tackle, and that is soft. That is soft, that is. Academy Award there for Luke Briscoe, surely. As Featherstone get another penalty, and Craig Hall kicks the ball out to touch. And much needed, because as I said before, Halifax asserting the dominance here. Here's Mackenzie here. This cannonball once again stopped by 3 Panthers defenders. 45 metres out. And Featherstone get a 6 again on the first tackle, so it doesn't matter too much. But here's Junior Moores. Junior Moores. Always a handful as Fev go blind with Lacan. On to Bussy. Bussy met well by Keys. Finished off by Mason. Featherstone 30 metres out from the Halifax line. Here's Lacan once more. On to Moores. Moores to Wildy. On to Hall. His body's in motion here for Featherstone. Hall passes the ball out. Was that a knock on there? Referee says no. As Halifax dive on the man. Again, those Featherstone fans moaning about something. Here's Cozza. Big hit from Fairbank missed. But tackled by Tangata and Moore. Jones dumps out a dummy half. On to Moores. Dummies. Fires the pass out to Lacan. Lacan wrapped up well by Keys. Finished off by Calcott. Last tackle here for Featherstone. 10 metres out from the Halifax line. Jones fires out to Wildy. Wildy dribbles it through. As there's a knock on from Featherstone. And Halifax survive once more. It's a risky tactic here from Halifax to let Featherstone be so dominant in their attack and letting them have these chances, but it's a tactic that seems to be working so far as Calcott runs into the Featherstone defence. Here's Walmsley. Walmsley taken by Mackenzie here at pace. But it's a quick play the ball, does well. Here's Tangata. This is decent yards here from Halifax so far. Getting a bit of a roll on here. Moore goes right to Jufrey. Jufrey wide to McComb, but he's met well by Gale. McComb looks to step out of that challenge. But that's good defence there from Fev. Here's Jufrey. Jufrey brings on Calcott. And Calcott's hung low, but it's a knock on there from Calcott. Didn't need to force that pass. All the hard work had been done. And as it is, Featherstone will have the ball in great field position here. Looking to launch another attack on this Halifax line. As ex-Halifax player Dan Fleming comes onto the pitch. As Matty Wildy drops the ball. Could be a counter-attack here for Halifax, but it's not. And a bit of lazy pass, lazy take there. And that's a great result for Halifax there. As Aribi Doro looks to be coming on from the bench. 8 minutes to go here at Millennium Stadium here at Post Office Road. Halifax still in the lead, 8 points to 6. It's a scrum down, just over 30 yards out from Halifax's line. Is it going to be some sort of move? Not this time. Jufre hands on to Walmsley. Walmsley takes the ball into the lure and does well. Featherstone still slowing this, play the ball down. Here's Tangata. Tangata does well. Great yards there from Tangata. Can he get a quick play the ball? He sort of can. Here's Keys on to Jufre. Out the back to Woodburn. Woodburn on past the Saltonstall. Saltonstall's away. Saltonstall, great tackle there by Gale. And Bussey gets the ball. Sorry, I think it's a knock on there from Featherstone. It is. I thought the fifth man looked to have spilt it. And Halifax will get another set of Featherstone here. And short and looking to take 2 scores up here, 3 scores up. Halifax with another scrum in threatening territory here. Will we see another move? They've scored 3 tries against Featherstone so far this year from scrum moves. And it looks like they're setting up once more. Loads of men on this left-hand side. Moore out to Keys. Keys to Jufre, on to Kavanagh. Kavanagh tries to brush off Lacan, but he's helped out by Leilua. Halifax full set of 6, 20 metres out from Featherstone's line. Here's Doro onto the pitch and looking to take the ball and make an impact, but just takes his tackle. A bit lateral there from Halifax, but here's Calcott, a bit more direct there. Takes contact on his hands and knees already. Great play. Good play the ball. Here's Keys. Keys. Dummy's trying to go himself. Well tackle there from the Featherstone defence. Tackles in the bag here for Halifax. Here's Moore. On to Calcott. Calcott to Doro. Doro spills it into that Featherstone defence. Opportunity missed there for Halifax. But it's not a bad place to turn the ball over. But Halifax could look to rue these opportunities that they're missing here. Not just to score, but just build some pressure and spend some time down in Featherstone's 20-metre area. So it'll be Featherstone scrum, 10 metres out from their own line. Just over 5 minutes to go here till half time. Here's Briscoe. Takes a challenge from Kavanagh and Keys. Harder contact than what he was penalised for, but he still sets tackle there. He's let Lua make some yards, but well put down there by Doro and Keys. Here's Dan Fleming onto the field, but met well by 4 Panthers defenders who put him down and slowing that play the ball down well. Here's Mackenzie Yeh. The cannonball runs at the smallest man on the field, but does well. Does Brandon Moore. Jones fires out to Wildy. On to Craig Hall. Craig Hall on to Hardcastle. Hardcastle taken down by McComb and Jufre. Last tackle here for Featherstone. 30 metres out. Good defensive set here from Halifax as Wildy goes high. Woodburn all looking to take it, but Featherstone knock on there surely. Surely it's the first knock on from Featherstone. And Halifax will get to play the ball. A good defensive set there from Halifax. They did well. Normally Featherstone would be threatening the line at this time, but we got nowhere near. And Halifax will look to make yards out from territory with James Saltonstall. Met by Junior Moores, but rides to tackle well. Here's Doro, holds on this time. Good tackle there by Mackenzie Yeh. Fleming was nowhere there. Moore on to Keys. Keys short to Calcott. It's a flat pass, but it's testing the patience of these home fans. Good play the ball is Moore on to Keys. Keys short to Kavanagh. Kavanagh looks to spin in the tackle, but put down by Lacan and Fleming. Here's Keys once more. Brings on Tangata on the angle. Big contact with Junior Moores. Last tackle here for Halifax. Moore on to Louis Jufre. He'll just try and find ground here, but he's just got straight down the throat of Gareth Gale. But once more he's met by a blue and white defence, and the ball has to have come loose. It has. And Gareth Gale's knocked on, and it's a great opportunity here for Halifax to post points just before half time. Great defensive set, like I said. Halifax's chase from the kicks has been brilliant this first half. And once more, Halifax get a scrum. 25 metres out from Featherstone's line. Can we score again? This time the attack splits left and right. Jouffre and Woodburn all break out to the left. Here's Jouffre. Mason drops the ball, but it's going to be a penalty here. Offside from the scrum. No, they're not bound properly. Now, if this is a differential penalty, I'd think that Joe Keys would go for goal here. Take the points on offer. But they know they're going, they're tapping and going. Maybe Keys not feeling confident with the boot. Or maybe they just want to spend some time down here as Tangata takes the ball up. Here's Keys. On to Jouffre. Jouffre, long ball out to Walmsley. Walmsley nowhere near it. And they're forcing the pass. And could those 2 points that Joe Keys could have taken prove vital here? 2 minutes to go till half time and a relatively easy shot at goal. This is a cup game and all the points matter. But instead it'll be Featherstone playing the ball 10 metres out. But it's good, fast defensive line here from Halifax. Just can't concede a penalty to give Featherstone some ground, or a 6 again. Wilder goes blind to Hardcastle. Well dealt with by McComb, Jouffre and G. Restricting Featherstone to inside their own 20 metres at the moment. They go blind once more with Brad Day. Brad Day will trundle it up. Just get past the 30 metre line. Here's Wildy. Onto Mackenzie here, but met well by Doro. This cannonball's not doing much firing at this moment in time. Slow to play the ball down well, Halifax. Here's Moores. Onto Lacan. Onto Bussy. Bussy targets Keys, but it's put down well. Last tackle here for Featherstone, just past halfway. It's a great defensive win from Halifax as Craig Hall puts boot to ball. Goes high into that sun. But Saltonstall does well. No pressure on him. But the sun just creeping over here at Post Office Road. Here's Zach McComb. Stepping, but met by Fleming and Yeh. The clock stopped on the scoreboard. I'm not too sure how long's left here as Woodburn all looks to break out the tackle. Does well. Past the 40 already, Halifax. As Featherstone stay in the tackle, but referee calls play on as Walmsley spins and tries to find some yards here. Here's Calcott. Made some good yards on the last play of the half here. Hooter's gone. Here's Walmsley. Walmsley onto Kavanagh. Kavanagh goes himself. Kavanagh takes the tackle. And the first, is it going to be a penalty here? It's calls that Walmsley been taken out after he passed the ball. And no doubt Joe Keys will be signalling for a penalty. Signaling for attempt at goal here. With the hooter gone, there's no point in trying to run it. Get those points from the board. And those 2 points that could have been taken a couple of minutes ago may well be taken now. There's lots of discussion going on the field, but eventually they're going for goal, and there's going to be a change of goal kicker here as Louis Jouffre, who's done well in the absence of Keys in goal kicking from the Widnes game and against Battle last week, takes over, and his first shot at goal could be a vital one. As with the hooter already gone, this hopefully will go over and make the scores. Featherstone 6, Halifax 10. But regardless of this, Halifax will go into sheds at half time in front, and not many people would have thought that before the game. Jouffre going through his routine, taking his time, strikes it well, it goes through the post, and indeed Halifax do go into the sheds. 10 points to 6 up at half time against Featherstone, this Betfred Challenge Cup third round tie. Josh Hardcastle's try after 9 minutes thought it was going to be the same old story, but tries from Matty G and Lachlan Walmsley from the scrum. asserted Halifax's dominance, and that late Louis Dufresne penalty after the hooter brings the score to half time as Featherstone Rovers 6, Halifax Panthers 10. Welcome back to the Millennium Stadium here at Post Office Road for the Betfred Challenge Cup even third round tie between Featherstone Rovers and Halifax Panthers. And could there be a cup shock on here as Halifax lead 10 points to 6 at half time, and truth be told the score could be even further ahead for the visitors here. Tries from Matty G and Lachlan Walmsley carrying on his consecutive game scoring performances with a try of a set scrum move. Neither try converted by Joe Keys, but Louis Dufresne banging over a penalty after the half-time hooter, with Featherstone with a Josh Hardcastle try early on in that first half to take the lead. So it's Featherstone 6, Halifax 10. And a good old-fashioned cup tie here at Post Office Road, and all to play for. And crucially, Halifax playing down the slope in this second half. So that could be really, really important here, as we've got everything so far apart from the ball. Both teams out. Mind you, I haven't got any officials yet. That would be important. The officials are late for some reason. But Halifax certainly good value for the lead at half time here, as both sides having the chances, and Brandon Moore especially looked for all the world after he broke out from dummy half to play the ball, looked to have scored, but the referee judged that he'd lost the ball just shy of the try line. And finally, the referee and his two touch judges come onto the field. And could we have a cup shock here? It'll be Louis Dufresne who will get us underway in the second half. The wind's picked up during half time, and Dufresne struggling to get the ball on the tee there. Here we go. As Dufresne puts it left, and here's Dan Fleming will take it up, but well met by Tangata and Doro and Calcott. There's Briscoe bet well by Matty G, but he's still making yards. Brandon Moore, Winston managed to get the ball out, and here's Connor Jones, who had an unusually quiet and error-riddled first half. His Junior Moores bounces off Matty G, still going Junior Moores. Thought about the pass, but it's put down. Playing for the penalty there, Moores, but nothing given as Jones jumps out of dummy half, trying to get the gap, but Tangata and McComb close the door. Less than 40 metres out here, Fev. Well done to Lacan. Looked a bit disorganised as Fleming put down well. Last tackle here, Featherstone. Just over 30 metres out as Lacan puts it up high as Briscoe knocks on, and Walmsley takes the ball there. Surely he's going to bring it back. Surely there was a knock on there from Featherstone. It's a play the ball here to Halifax. And Halifax still getting the first use of the rugby ball in the second half. Coming out from their own 10 metre area as Woodburn Hall is picked up in the tackle and driven back by that Rovers defence. Here's Doro. Brings it up, does well, bounces off the challenge. But this Rovers defence looking to prove a point. Here's Tangata, steps inside. Goes tackle once more by Fleming. Moore goes blind onto Calcott. Calcott finds Fleming again, looking to wear the big fat lad out. Gets to his feet, plays well. Here's Moore. On to Tangata. Halifax just going through the forwards direct in this first set. Last tackle here. 45 metres out. Here's Keys. Spirals it from the 40. Goes in the air, but Hall takes it well. And Featherstone will start the set off just shy of the 40. And Mason goes down after that contact. Everything about the contact looked wrong, as Featherstone still maintained the charge upfield. Here's Leilua, brought down by Tangata. Here's Wildy. Wildy takes it himself. Well tackled there by Moore and McComb. Mason still down in backfield. Halifax temporarily down to 12. As Gareth Gale shoots out from dummy half onto Wildy. Great tackle there by Doro, but Wildy still gets the ball out, and Feathers have got numbers here as Leilua gets the ball out, drops the ball, and he's 6 again here as Walmsley got his hand there. As Mason quite groggily comes back in defensive line, and Luke Briscoe going for the line here. Briscoe still going, but he loses the possession there, but he loses it illegally as Liam Moore judges that there was a ball steal there. And Featherstone has 6 more tackles on Halifax's line. And this Halifax defence, which did so well in the first half, is being tested already. Here's Lacan. Onto John Davis onto the field. Quick play the ball there. Here's Lacan. Steps inside Kavanagh. And Lacan goes over. And Featherstone strike back straight away in this second half, and it's a little halfback, Thomas Lacan, who stepped inside Ben Kavanagh and dived over the line, and the crucial first score in this second half goes to Featherstone after 4 minutes of this second half. And with the way that Craig Hall's kicking, you'd think that 4 will turn to 6, but it's the equalising score at this moment in time. And how crucial will that score be after being piggybacked downfield by penalties and mistakes? Featherstone equalise up this hill. As Craig Hall goes through his goal kicking routine. Taking his time. Hall strikes fairly low, but it goes straight through the post. And Featherstone take the lead here in this Betfred Challenge Cup third round tie. It's Featherstone Rovers 12, Halifax 10. Still all to play for here. And what response have Halifax got when we finally get underway? Because the ball's blown over. Scoreboard still showing 10-all. I'm fairly certain it's 12 points to 10 to Featherstone. As Jufrey will get us underway. Fairly shallow kick-off. He bounces on Hall. And Halifax look to dive on it, but it goes into the hands. Risco, he's given a knock on there. And I think he's given a knock on to Craig Hall. And I didn't see a lot wrong with that, to be honest. I think we're very, very lucky there. But we'll take it, because it's going to be a scrum. 20 metres out, centre field for Halifax. And we know how potent we are from the scrums here. And the natives getting restless here. Kel Sapri. Lots of chatter in this Fax back line here as Keys will feed to Moore. Moore fires out to Jufrey. Jufrey out back to Woodburn. Hall fires it to Saltonstall. Saltonstall looked to the touchline but thought better and comes inside. As Halifax I've got 6 tackles here on Featherstone's line, and Matty G runs it into Brad Day, joined by Gareth Gale in the tackle there. Here's Jufre, dummy half, onto Doro. Doro steps past the challenger Fleming. Doro still going. Less than 5 out here, Halifax. Options left and right. Here's Jufre. Jufre onto McComb, onto Woodburn. Oh, Saltonstall steps inside again. Takes a tackle again. This Featherstone defence shooting out really quickly. Here's Jufre on Tangata. Steps out the challenge. Does well. Last tackle here for Halifax. Can they force a repeat set? Or can they score on this last tackle? Here's Keys. Looking for Walmsley out there. Walmsley looks to tear, but he knocks on. And Featherstone off the hook there, because Walmsley got up there unchallenged. But Featherstone will play the ball 10 metres out from their own line. And Halifax shoots up in defence, looking to put pressure on here. Looking to use this slope at Post Office Road to their advantage as John Davis pushes off the defence. And making yards, John Davis. And it's going to be a penalty the other way. He's crossing, he's run round the other man. And will Halifax take 2 in this cup tie? 20 metres out. 20 metres out centre field. The signal's coming off for the touchline here to go for 2. And in cup games like this, you've got to take all the points on offer. And that's exactly what they're doing. And Louis Jufre, it will be once more to hopefully equalise the game for Halifax. And John Davis did look to be making 2 easy meters there, and referee Liam Moore had judged that he'd run behind his own man, shepherding the Halifax defence. And Louis Jufre, taking his time, nonchalantly strokes the ball over the post. And we're all square here at the Millennium Stadium at Post Office Road. Featherstone 12, Halifax 12. And this good old-fashioned cup tie rumbles on. Who would have thought this before the game? Half an hour to go here. And it's all square. As Featherstone going up this hill, looking to maintain this 100% record. And Halifax looking to win here for the first time since 2017. Here's Doro. Goes direct, goes out the challenge, does well, Reby Doro. Going a bit lateral, but still going Doro. As he finds his front, here's McComb, trying to keep those markers interested. But he's put down just outside the 20 by Dan Fleming. Here's Calcott, goes more towards the middle, attracts 3 Rovers defenders and puts down by Jones and Davis. Quick play the ball though. Here's Keys, brings on Kavanagh on the angle. Looks to be a bit of a high shot there from Jones, but nothing given by the referee. Here's Calcott once more. Short ball to Tangata. Tangata looking to get away from the clutches of Brad Day. But he finds his front on the halfway. Last tackle here for Fax. On to Jufre. Jufre posts the ball up. A bit of a scrappy result there. And it's a fortunate bounce here for Briscoe. And Briscoe knocks on. And Featherstone knock on again. Last Batawani, and McComb's got broken field ahead of him. Zach McComb eventually put down, and it's a great opportunity for Halifax to take the lead here at Post Office Road. Here's Doro, who's done well with ball in hand so far. Finds the 25 here. And you just sense that something might be coming here for Halifax. Here's Jufre out the back to G. Matty G still going there, and he's crossing. And it was always going to come. Any hint of crossing was always going to be called for by the natives, and that's exactly what's happened as the penalty's been given by referee Liam Moore. And it'll be Craig Hall who boot the ball into touch to find the 40-metre line, and yet again let off the hook by Halifax's ill discipline. As Hardcastle takes the ball up, but met by 3 Halifax defenders in McComb, G and Jufrey, who do well, pushing back from whence he came. Slowing the play, the ball down. Jones goes blind with Brad Day. Met again by Jufrey and McComb, helped out by G again. They certainly worked hard today in defence of Halifax. Jones onto Fleming. Fleming finds G. Looks to try and get the ball out, but thought better of it. He's put down just on the 40-metre line here. Jones fires it onto Lacan. Brings on John Davis on the angle. Runs in front of his defender this time. Onto Wildy. Wildy. Put down by Jufrey and G. Working hard this set. Jones shakes right and goes left onto Hall. Hall grubbers it through. Looking for Gareth Gale on the chase. But it goes out, touch and goal it looks like. And Halifax will get 7 tackles here. And a great result as Walmsley goes right to Jufrey. Halifax have got many here. But Jufrey met by a stiff tackle there by Matty Wildy. And Tom Inman comes onto the field for Brandon Moore. Now might be slightly different tactics here. Might be a bit more zip from dummy half here from Tom Inman. Finds Keys. Keys brings on Kavanagh. Makes some yards over the 40. Inman goes blind. Finds Joe Keys onto Mason. Mason cries a forward pass, but nothing given there. Couldn't see anything wrong with that myself. As Halifax come past halfway, Inman fires it out to Tangata. Takes it well onto Jufrey. Jufrey shot to G even. G goes over the 40. Inman jumps into dummy half. Finds Doro. Doro thought about the pass but takes it into that defensive line. Last tackle here. Halifax find themselves 30 metres out centre field. Inman fires it to Keys. Keys puts it high into the corner looking for Walmsley to chase once more. Taken by Briscoe. And Briscoe knocks on. Briscoe knocks on and Walmsley picks up. Opportunity here for Halifax. Yet again. On this Featherstone line. Inman on to Calcott. Calcott runs into defence, still going Will Calcott. Great opportunity here for Halifax. Trying to slow the play, the ball down there. As Inman goes from dummy half. Tom Inman! And Tom Inman takes the lead for Halifax. The hometown hero dives over from dummy half. And Halifax goes 16-12 up here at Post Office Road. And with the kick to come, surely going 18-12 up. And all the pressure that first we've absorbed and then put on pressure on that line. And I mentioned about a change in tactic, possibly from distribution dummy half. Brandon Moore made the break from dummy half in the first half, and Tom Inman, after a great run from Will Calcott with a quick play of the ball, jumped out of dummy half and dived over the line to send those Halifax fans behind the posts into raptures. Great play there from Inman and by Calcott. Just under 25 minutes to go here at Post Office Road. It's 16-12 to Fax as Jufrey looking to go through his routine, but the ball put down by the wind. As Will Calcott comes off the field after a brilliant stint from the hometown, and that move was just made in Halifax. First the run by Calcott, and then Tom Inman jumping out from dummy half to score. As Louis Jufrey eventually kicks the conversion. And with less than 25 minutes to go here at Post Office Road. Could have shot beyond here. It's Featherstone 12, Halifax 18. And a great response there from the Panthers. But what response have Featherstone got? They responded by bringing on Gadwin Springer for Dan Fleming. As Craig Hall looks to put a spiralling kick-off, taken well by Woodburn Hall, and here's Tangata running down that slope. Breaks well as Tangata, brilliant run. Gets a quick play of the ball as well, as Walmsley loses his footing at the crucial moment. Yet again, Featherstone fans going for a forward pass for nothing there. Inman fires it out to Fairbank, who's come on for Calcott. On to Doro, who's done well since he's come on. Maybe Doro attracts 3 Rovers defenders. Inman, short to Fairbank. Shot from Springer there, but Fairbank rides it well. Canelian more time to move. Here's Jufre. Jufre short to G. G throws the dummy, but well put down by the Featherstone defence. Last tackle here for Fax on Featherstone's 40s. Jufre puts the ball high across field, looking for Walmsley, but he's put out on the full. And this wind has really picked up in this second half. And Halifax concede a bit of ground, and Featherstone will start to set off from their own 40. And what response have Halifax got here? The defence has been admirable all game. More effort here as Jufre and McComb works really well and hard on this right edge, take down Hardcastle. Here Springer runs at Inman, but Inman does well. Held tight by McComb and Jufre, who puts him down. Jones onto Cozza. Cozza put down by Inman and Fairbank, joined by Tangata for the wrestle. Featherstone creeping on Halifax's 30. Here's Springer, just hands it on to Lacan, on to Hall. Hall runs at Keys. Keys wraps him up well. Still making yards, and Doro finally finished off the tackle downstairs. Fev just outside Halifax's 20 as Jones spies some lazy markers there. Jones, well tackled there by Inman and Fairbank. Last tackle here for Fev. Hall fires out to Wildy. Wildy grubbers it through, looking for Brad Day, but taken there by Jufre. And Halifax just about survive. Here's Saltonstall trying to get Halifax out of yardage here. But this Featherstone defence putting pressure on. Inman finds Murray, who's fresh onto the field. Hands it on to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall trying to step through. Great pass on to Murray, and Dan Murray's away. Dan Murray's got Lachlan Walsey there. Throws the dummy. Oh! Should he have passed, or did he do the right decision to hold on? Inman on to Keys. Keys. Halifax has got men over here. Keys goes himself. And Halifax, the Panthers with the tails up here. Here's Inman, jumps in at half-back. Here's Doro, spins the tackle but put down well. Last tackle here for the Panthers on Fez 40. Inman fires it on to Jufre. Jufre puts it high. Must be taken by Gale, but straight away McComb on him. And that's a great response there from Halifax. This right edge for Halifax has worked overtime in defence. G, McComb and Jufre particularly. And it's G and Inman taking that tackle. Here's Gale once more. Tries to bump off McComb, but he hands on well. Fairbank downstairs. And they put him down well, and Fairbank tips him over too much. And that is a most relieving of relieving penalties for Featherstone, as Halifax are becoming more dominant. And on his 200th appearance, Jacob Fairbank gives away a bit of a needless penalty there, gifting Featherstone field position here. And with less than 20 to go here, Halifax still 18-12 up in this third round cup tie. 2 balls on the field. And this Halifax blue and white wall waiting. Brad Day taps hands on to Wildy, brings it on to Springer. Springer taken brilliantly by Tom Inman. Down low. And Fairbank gives away a 6 again here, as Cozza takes it into that Panthers defence, put down by Doro and Murray. Jones goes blind. Here's Lacan. On to Bussey. Bussey tries to bump off Halifax defenders, but Mason and Keys stick to the task well. Quick play the ball there though, as Keys goes there, and Luke Briscoe on the corner. Can Woodburn Hall hold him there? He's held up by Woodburn Hall. Brilliant defence there from Woody. As he ruled that Oh, I thought I'd give him something else there. Whistle went. But he's going to play the ball here. Featherstone 10 metres out. Here's Lacan onto Koza. Koza met by Doro and Fairbank with Kavanagh downstairs. Tackles in the bag here for Featherstone. Here's Lacan, short to Springer. Springer looks to break through, and Gadwin Springer drives over the line. And the former Halifax man comes back to haunt the Panthers as Gadwin Springer scores for Featherstone by the post. And once more, this cup tie going one way and the other. And after 63 minutes here at Post Office Road, with a kick to come, it's Featherstone 16, Halifax 18. And with a kick to come, and you thought that Craig Hall would boot this over, but after all the defending and all the brilliant, dominant defending Halifax have done, yet again it's just a charge over there, close to the line. But Halifax do have this slope advantage, and can they fight back? As Craig Hall strokes the ball over the posts. We'll level up here, 18 points apiece. Just over 15 minutes to go. And it's all excitement here at the Millennium Stadium at Post Office Road. It's all up for grabs. A place in the next round of the Cup. And entry into the 1895 Cup. As Jufrey gets underway and they go right this time. And it's Wildy. Land it on to Koza. Great contact there by Doro. Brilliant defence there from the Panthers. 4 of them coming to push him back. And what a response there from Halifax. Just no penalties now. Just need to keep our whistles clean here. As Gareth Gale put down there. John Davis fires onto the pitch. Looks to be a bit of a forward pass from the ruck, but Fairbank once more testing the patience. Jones jumps out of dummy half and a great tackle there by Inman. But Featherstone are getting some real roll on here as they lure jumps in and Ben Kavanagh's caught offside. The home fan putting real pressure on Liam Moore to give that penalty. And it's being given. You'd think that Featherstone are losing the penalty counter here, but they're not. They're winning it by the amount they're mourning as Craig Hall with a mammoth kick to touch, and Featherstone will start to set off on the 20-metre line. And what response have Halifax got here? And here's Springer, winds up at defence, put down by Fairbank and Murray, but it's another quick play. The ball is killing Halifax at the moment. Here's Koza, put down by 3, close to the line. Murray and Fairbank again. Short ball to John Davis, but Davis is taken there by Doro. Held up over the line. Good defence there from Halifax. But Featherstone threatening every time they get in the ball here. As Jones goes right to Lacan. Lacan out of the back. Goes a forward pass there. Bisco, and that's a big let off for the Panthers. They had men over and the execution let them down, Featherstone. But Halifax won't be thinking about that. They'll have to play the ball 10 metres out from their own line and survive. It's still 18-all here. As Halifax get underway with James Saltonstall. As willing a runner as ever. Tries to make yards. Scrappy play the ball onto McComb. McComb goes back into that traffic. Trying to keep the old markers interested. Here's Fairbank onto Keys. Keys, dummies, goes himself, Joe Keys. Looks to make an half break, but they just hold on to him. As Adam Tangata comes onto the pitch. Halifax go blind. Here's Kavanagh. Oh, looks like the wrong option. He could have gone inside then, but takes a tackle on the 40. And 6 again here for the Panthers. A great result. And it's reefed out there. The 6 again turns into the penalty. And once more, the Featherstone fans over there are moaning. It's Aribi Doro that's come off Tangata, and Doro's had a great stint there. Referee Liam Moore having a talking to Lacan. And Jack Bussey there as Joe Keys kicks the ball to touch and finds Featherstone's 30. Big opportunity here for Halifax. Inman on to Keys. Keys finds Fairbank. On to Tangata, who finds the floor. Centre field, options left and right here for Tom Inman. He goes left, finds Keys. Brings on Murray on the angle, but well tackled there by John Davis down low. Tackles in the bag here for Halifax. Here's Tangata. Tangata on to Jufrey. Jufrey lofted past to McComb, and it was too lofted. And it gave Gareth Gale a chance to come in. And that's a shocking play there from Halifax. Here's Gareth Gale. Thought about the pass, but met hard by Inman and McComb. Finished off by Fairbank. And this game is still in the balance here. Here's Hardcastle, runs it direct, but once again Inman shoots out. Great tackle down low. Finished off by Fairbank. Here's Briscoe. Targets Inman, but Inman does well. Finished off by Fairbank and Murray. Featherstone creep up towards the halfway. Jones jumps out of dummy half, but Dan Murray does well. Held out by Inman. Wildy goes into dummy half, finds Springer. Springer goes back into the markers and does well after contact. Last tackle here for Fev. 30 metres out from Halifax's line. They go blind. Here's Wildy. Wildy on to Day. Day finds Hardcastle. Hardcastle goes back to Gale. Was there a hand in there? There was. It's 6 to go as Gareth Gale goes centre field. Taken down by Fairbank. And Fairbank caught by stray boot, I think there, as Cozza goes short to Taylor. Taylor, great tackle there by Kavanagh and Inman, but Fev sensing opportunity to take the lead here. Here's Lacan on to Bussey. Bussey met well there by Mason, Tangata and Keys. Slow to play the ball down well there as well. Here's Jones from dummy half, on to Cozza. Cozza spins the tackle. Does he get the ball down? He's held up again. I think that's the 3rd time that Featherstone have been held up over the line. And there's certainly no lack of effort in the Halifax defence. But Featherstone still have tackles here on Halifax's line. Jones at dummy half, on to Elijah Taylor. Finds Wildy. Wildy on to Day. Tries to shake off Jufrey, but Jufrey sticks to him. And Fairbank finishes off down low. Still tackles here to go Featherstone. Jones waits at dummy half. Fires it on to Elijah Taylor. Finds Lacan. Grubbers it through. And Jake Mason decides to bat the ball dead, to the consternation of James Woodburn-Hall there. But it's a cup tie, just can't take any chances. But Featherstone have the chance with this dropout to fight back here. Halifax using all the time here. Will we see a short restart? No. James Woodburn-Hall tries to find as much length as possible, but finds Craig Hall, who hands it on to Elijah Taylor, but it's met by Dan Murray. Get puts down 25 metres out from the fast line. Here's Springer. Finds Wildy. Wildy on to Day. Day twisting the tackle, but met well by 3 fast defenders. Brandon Moore onto the field as well. On for Tom Inman, who's had a fantastic game for Halifax. Jones jumps out of dummy half. You just think that he might have something to say in this game as Lacan dumps into dummy half in his absence. Here's Wildy. Wildy brings back to Craig Hall. Craig Hall goes for the worst dropout attempt you'll ever see. Less than 10 minutes to go and Fev possibly panicking there. But that is the worst dropout attempt you'll ever see, thankfully for Halifax there. And it results in Halifax getting a 7 tackle set as the ball just trickled dead. And here's Zach McComb. Does well, great yards after contact there. Zach McComb still going down the hill. Fantastic run there from McComb. Will we see a similar tactic from Halifax if they get down there? Here's Lachlan Walmsley. Walmsley looking for the gap there. Comes off his wing. As Featherstone slowing down this play of the ball. Here's Keys, brings on Tangata. Tangata 3 Fev men in attendance there with Bussy testing the lateral tackle there. Here's Keys. Keys out the back to Jufrey. Jufrey out the back to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall goes himself. Woodburn Hall takes tackle himself there. Tackle still here for Halifax as McComb hands it on to Matty G. He'll run towards the centre there. Halifax lining up for a drop goal here. There's no one in the pocket. It goes to Jufrey. Jufrey goes himself on Louis Jufrey! Louis Jufrey goes over for potentially the cup tie winning try here for Halifax. The calls were there for the drop goal, but Louis Jufrey didn't listen. And he ran at the defence through the dummy and goes over to the raptures of those Halifax fans on that bottom terrace to potentially win this third round cup tie for Halifax. What a try. After great build up in midfield. And Louis Jufrey, who's had a wow of a game, jumps over the line. And can he land this shot at goal as well? Six minutes to go here. And is that the match-winning try for Louis Jufrey, who's had a fantastic game? And he'll take all his time with this conversion attempt. And needing to lower his heart rate after the euphoria of scoring that try to calm himself down, to take this shot at goal. Really, really important now. 18 points to 22 in favour of Halifax. As Jufrey goes through his routine. Jufrey strikes it well. Oh, it just goes around the wrong side of the post. But it remains here with around 5 minutes to go here. Featherstone 18, Halifax Panthers 22. And all to play for in this cup tie.
4-3 down the short side.
As Featherstone win the changes. As Cozza comes off and the so-called cannonball comes onto the field. Mackenzie Yeh. As Craig Hall. Hughes has something to say in this. It's a short kick-off. As Hardcastle knocks on and James Woodburn Hall gratefully receives. And Halifax look to go wide early. It's Lack and Walmsley. Oh, thought about giving the pass to Tangata, who's going over. And there's a penalty here for Halifax. Liam Moore signals the penalty. I'm not too sure what for yet. Just waiting for the signal, but it's a fantastic result here for Halifax. As Josh Hardcastle here looks to get a card, his red card, and Josh Hardcastle's been sent off here. Again, I'm not too sure exactly what's happened here. I'm not too sure why he's been sent off, but Featherstone will play the remainder of this game with 12 men. And massive advantage here for Halifax, with James Saltonstall finding the 40-metre line. And can we see this game home as Zach McComb runs to the centre of this field? Composure called for here from Halifax as Joe Keys hands it on to Dan Murray, rushes onto the ball. Met by 3 Fev defenders, were put down. Moore, a dummy half, finds Tangata. Tangata steps inside, but Taylor, great contact there from the ex-Salford captain. 15 metres out here, centre field, Halifax. Brandon Moore onto Joe Keys. Joe Keys, long lofted ball. Lack and Walls. Lack and Walls is away. Lack and Walls steps inside, but it's put down by Luke Briscoe at the last. That definitely would have been the game-winning score. As James Woodburn Hall grubbers himself. Great kick in goal, and fantastic result there for the Panthers. James Woodburn Hall showing fantastic composure there. Like I said, Brilliant result there. The little grubber in goal, trapping Faith in goal. And will Featherstone go short from the restart? No. Jack Bussey kicks it long. The bounce. Oh, and Adam Tangata drops the ball. Just was not ready for it at all. And that is criminal from Adam Tangata. With around 3 minutes to go here, Featherstone have a golden opportunity there. Here to win. And the composure that Woodburn all showed for that kick there, not being received by Tangata. And 12-man Featherstone could strike here as Lacan hands it on to Craig Hall. Always threatening at these late stages against Halifax in times gone by, but he's put down by Dufresne. Probably my man of the match here as Gale takes the ball from dummy half, keeping those markers interested. Here's Springer. Thought about the past the year, but he takes it himself as Tangata looks to make amends for his defence. Here's Jones on to Wildy. Wildy out the back to Lacan. Lacan short to Bussey. Bussey trying to poke his nose through, but well done there by the Halifax defence. Featherstone 20 metres out here. Playing for the penalty there, Bussey seen by Moore. On to Taylor's Mackenzie here. Great challenge there by Fairbank. On by Moore. Last tackle here for Featherstone. They line up left and right. They go right. On to Leilua. Was that the right option as Leilua hands on to Springer. Springer takes a tackle and Halifax survived the set there. Featherstone looked to be all 6s and 7s there. I don't think they wanted the ball to go to Leilua or Springer on that last tackle. As Louis Dufresne takes the ball, looks to make an half break himself, and here's Joe Stall, and it's an incorrect play. The ball given by the referee, and Featherstone will have one more chance here. Time's up on the scoreboard. We don't know how long's left here. As Featherstone get to play the ball. One last set on this Halifax line, you'd think, as Springer winds up. Great tackle there by Tangata, Fairbank and Murray. Loads of tackles on the bag here for Featherstone on Halifax's line as Mackenzie tries to charge over, but taken there by Halifax defence. Jones from dummy half fires out to Wildy. Wildy goes himself. Taken by the Halifax defence. Must be seconds left here as Halifax try and slowly play the ball down. Jones on to Taylor. Taylor on to Lacan. On to Bussey. Bussey taken by Walmsley. Walmsley hands it off to Leilua. Leilua shows a knock on by Briscoe. There's a first knock on here. I'm not too sure where he's going to give it. Is it another Featherstone set here? There's a scrum going to Featherstone. And surely there can't be that long left. Seconds left here. Featherstone 18, Halifax 22. Surely with the last set of the game here. Featherstone have the scrum 10 metres out. Wildy feeds. The shake left and go right, and he's Leilua pushes off there. On to Briscoe. Briscoe knocks on. Briscoe knocks on. Halifax dive on it. And what's Liam Moore giving here? Is there two knock-ons here? I'm not sure what he's giving here again. Liam Moore goes to centre field. He's giving the scrum to Halifax this time. And Halifax will have the ball. And can we hold on? Can we see this game out? We can! And Halifax Panthers record a famous cup win here at Post Office Road against all the odds, against the overwhelming favourites Featherstone Rovers. Halifax Panthers win 22 points to 18. What a turn up for the Bucks here at the Millennium Stadium at Post Office Road. What a performance from the men in blue and white. Tries from Matty G, Lachlan Walmsley, Tom Inman and Louis Dufresne, who chimed in with 3 goals, beat the overwhelming favourites in Featherstone Rovers, and it'll be Halifax who will be in the draw for the 4th round of the Betfred Challenge Cup whenever that happens. But what a game, what a performance from Halifax Panthers. Final score here, Featherstone Rovers 18, Halifax Panthers 22.